I remember the sting of champagne on my tongue that night, how it burned going down even though champagne is supposed to be smooth and light. I was 35, a senior bank executive with a corner office that overlooked the city skyline, the kind of office I never thought I'd occupy when I was a little girl counting pennies in my grandmother's kitchen. My ambition was my secret weapon, quiet but razor sharp, hidden behind polite smiles and tailored suits. I had been dating Aaron for 2 years, a man with charm that seemed to bend every room in his favor, a man who spoke of forever with the confidence of someone who had already written the ending. I thought I knew him. I thought I knew myself when I was with him, but I didn't know the rooftop would become a crime scene in my memory, not a crime marked by blood, but betrayal. It was a winter night where the city looked like a frozen jewel under the stars. He had invited me up after work, said he wanted me to see the skyline like I'd never seen it before. I followed, heart pounding in anticipation because I could feel something coming. And there it was. He dropped to one knee, a small box in his hand. The diamond inside seemed to catch every light from the city at once. His voice shook as he asked me to marry him. And my yes came faster than my breath, the kind of yes that feels like stepping into sunlight. We kissed. We laughed. I even cried, a rare thing for me. But 3 weeks later, he called off the wedding. No warning, no reason I could accept. Just a cold statement over coffee. I can't do this. As if what we had was some casual appointment he could cancel. I sat there, staring at the steam rising from my untouched cup, and something inside me shifted. I could feel anger blooming in my chest, not the kind that burns out quickly, but the kind that stains you and turns into resolve. I worked with numbers, investments, and patterns. I knew how to read signs, and I knew this was not about love. It was about control. He underestimated me, just like others had before, thinking I was a woman who would wilt under disappointment. But I am not that woman. I made no scene. I smiled, said I understood, and left. That night, instead of tears, I opened my laptop and traced every thread of my personal network. If Aaron wanted freedom, I would give it to him in a way he'd never forget. He was a financial advisor at a boutique firm, the kind that survives on elite clients. I pulled subtle strings, moved contacts, shifted trust, until half his portfolio's clients started meeting with me quietly in the bank's glass-walled conference room. I didn't touch him directly, not yet, but within 2 months, his commissions were shrinking. By the third, rumors began about his competence. 6 months later, he was moved to a smaller office across town. Still, I wasn't done. My revenge wasn't about breaking him quickly. It was about watching him understand what it means to doubt the wrong person. If you love Helena's journey, like and subscribe to join her next chapter. One evening, dressed in my best navy suit, I walked into a networking gala, its crystal chandeliers scattering light like broken stars. I knew he would be there because I had made sure his firm was sponsoring it, desperately seeking new clients to fill the gap. When we locked eyes across the room, I saw recognition flicker into shame. He tried to act casual, sipping his drink, but I walked up slowly, heels clicking like a countdown. "Aaron," I said, voice smooth, "how's business?" He muttered something vague, then asked about me. I smiled, expanding, diversifying, thriving. And then I walked away, not toward another conversation, but toward the director of acquisitions from a partner company. Less than 3 months later, I finalized a deal that absorbed his firm entirely. It was clinical,